So I need you to get two things ready for me. Get yourself a bottle of water because we are going to learn, we are going to laugh, we are going to play together in today's webinar. Then after you get yourself a bottle of water, then get yourself a pen and a jotter, right? So that you can jot things down. So if you have any question, right? If you have any question, just jot it down in your jotter. When we get to the question and answer section, I'm going to allow you to unmute so that I will take all your questions at the end of the webinar. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen. Yes or no. So I have welcome to the Ultimate Excel webinar. So I'm officially welcoming you to the Ultimate Excel webinar, right? That is what we are here for. So, okay, that's great. I'm super excited that you all can see my screen. All right, so let's move forward now. So Master Excel, unlock opportunity and build income. So the very first thing that I put here is Master Excel. That is master the skill. We have quite a lot of people here. They want to make money online, but they don't have any skill. So if you want to make money online and you are not looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, right? You are not looking for a Ponzi scheme, you need to have something. You need to have a skill. So it's either you are selling a service or you are training, right? So you are selling a service, you are training, or you are selling a physical product. So when I first started as a digital marketer, I used to sell shoes, right? Later, I started selling data analysis courses, right? No, I started selling Excel courses, right? Then after that, I moved into freelancing. So if you don't have the skill, there's nothing for you. There's no way you can make money online, right? So I've been making money online for about 7 to 8 years now, right? Selling different things, not just one thing. I sell physical products. I offer my services as a data analyst, data scientist, or if you want to write a VBA code, I do it for you through my freelancing platform. I get gigs on Fiverr, Upwork, right? So that's why I put it here. Master Excel. That is, you need to master the skill first. Then after you master the skill, then you unlock opportunity. That is, how do you unlock your opportunity? You need to set up your monetization toolkit, right? You need to build your portfolio, right? You need to set up your LinkedIn profile, optimize it, right? You need to set up your freelancing platform. If you want to use Fiverr, good. If you want to use Upwork, good, right? That is how you can build your income. I hope you are getting it. That is how you can build your income. So you master the skill, unlock the opportunity by setting up your monetization toolkit. I call it monetization toolkit, right? Then you can build your income. So excel your way into the digital economy. All right, so it's not going to make any sense if I just start without introducing myself. So who is this person that you are looking on your screen? So this is me right here, another version of me right here. When stress has not taken over my life, right? Now there is a lot of stress. You have to work on projects. I have to train, right? So if you actually want to make money, you don't have to be lazy. So if you are someone that is lazy, forget it. Online is not for you because client can message you by 2 a.m., especially those clients that are not in Nigeria, right? I have a lot of clients from Canada, China, right? Canada, China, Tanzania. I have in US also from from other countries. So they can message you anytime. So you have to be active every single time. You have to be active. Check your LinkedIn if you have message. Check your freelancing platform if you have message, right? So you have a little bit of stress, right? But don't worry about that. We are going to talk about how you can manage that. But this is me right here. But here now I have my face cap on. So let me just remove it. So this is me right here. My name is Sani Akim Abiodun, right? I'm a computer instructor. I train people for a living. I train people on different tech courses, most especially data analysis, data science, business analysis, digital marketing, right? Freelancing, right? I train people on that and I do it myself. So I'm a data analyst, a data scientist, a business analyst, a digital marketer, and also a freelancer. right? I build websites also because if you're a digital marketer, you need to learn, you must know how to build a website with what we call the content management system, right? So I build websites with WordPress. So I get that as a project also, as a gig from my freelancing platform, right? So I work with Digital World Tech Academy. So I'm a partner at Digital World Tech Academy. And at Digital World Tech Academy, we've been able to train more than 15,000 students last year, both online and offline. So we offer online training and we offer physical training. So don't be surprised if you join any of my online classes that you see me there, right? You can see me in digital marketing class, in data analysis class, most especially data science class, right? Or business analysis class. So you can see me in any of those classes. In web design also, web design and web development, you can see me there also, right? So we train people and organizations on different things, ranging from Microsoft Office packages, data analysis, digital marketing, cybersecurity, web design and web development, social media management, anything that you want to learn in tech, in as much as it is not scamming people. So we don't know how to do that, right? So we work, right? And we get our money. So if you actually want to follow that pattern, then you learn the skill, then you learn how to monetize it. So in 2024, we were able to train over 3,000 students physically, right? And more than 10,000 online. And also we offer corporate training. So don't be surprised one day if you just see me in your organization that I come for corporate training. So we also do corporate training. All right, that's a little bit about me and what I do and my business, right? So if you're looking for me here, this is me with my face cap and my teeth, right here. I believe everybody can see me. This is me here. So about the Institute, Digital World is an online and physical learning platform with the aim of making the tech skill affordable and accessible for everyone. And our mission is to make computer education very affordable and accessible to Nigeria and Africa in general. All right. We'll talk more about Digital World later, but let's move forward to the major reason why we are here today. Why are we here today? So we are here to talk about the skill and monetization of the skill. So what is data analysis? Which is a skill, right? Let's talk about the skill. Let's understand what you need to know before you can talk about setting up your monetization toolkit, right? So we want to talk about the skill now. Then after that, we'll talk about how you can monetize the skill. Those are the two things. We have some people, they have a lot of skills, but they don't know how to monetize it. That is a problem. You need to balance the two. You need to have the skill and know how to monetize it. You understand? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? My people, let me know if you're still here with me. Am I making sense? Okay, that is great. That is great. That is great. So how many of you believe that you need to have the skill and know how to monetize it? So if you believe, say, let's go. If you believe that you need to have a skill and also how you need to know how to monetize the skill. So if you believe, just type in, let's go. All right, we have a lot of people, we have quite a lot of people that are saying, yes, let's go, which means they do believe. All right. So someone is writing on my screen. Let me quickly clear that. All right. So what is data analysis? Let's talk about the skill now. What is data analysis? Now, data analysis is the process of examining, organizing, transforming, and interpreting raw data to extract meaningful insights, identify patterns, and support decision-making. So why do you have to learn data analysis? Why? Because most businesses now, most organizations are taking their businesses online, right? In as much as they are taking their businesses online, they will need to have a database, right? They will need to have a database. So in as much as they are having a database, they need someone that can interact with the database, that can extract the data from the database and generate insights from those data, right? That is where you come in. That is what they are paying you for. Because without their data, there's no way they'll be able to make a progressive decision, right? Let's say we are selling about 5 products. Obviously, it's not all the 5 products that are going to perform at the same pace. So we need to know which of these products is performing very well, right? Which one is not performing very well? So if I'm selling 5 products to 5 different countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Tanzania, different country, Canada, right? So it's possible, like it's normal. It's not all our products that will perform very well here in Nigeria. Is that correct? Right? It's not all our products that will perform very well here in Nigeria. We have some products that will not perform very well here in Nigeria, but the moment it gets to Ghana, it's going to blow up, right? So we have some that will not perform very well in Ghana, but the moment you take it to Cameroon, a lot of people are going to accept it. Now, that is when they need an analyst. That is when they need an analyst. So data analysis is a process of examining, organizing, transforming, and interpreting raw data to extract meaningful insights, identify patterns, and support decision making. Now, let's take it again. What do we mean by examine data? What do we mean by examine data? Now, the moment you get your data, you need to know the type of data you are dealing with. Which type of data am I dealing with? Right? Is this a sales data? Is this a CRM data? Is this a social media data? Right? You need to know. Now, after knowing the type of data you are dealing with, which software can I use to deal with this data? Right? Because it's not all the software that you can use to deal with all the data. There are some data whereby the only software you can use is Python, right? There are some data, the only software you need to use is SQL. There are some data you need to take it to Excel. There are some data you need to take it to Power BI, right? There are some data you need to use it on SPSS. If you want to perform statistical analysis, right? You need to know all those ones. Then after that, do I need to clean this data or not? All these things are what you are going to know in the examination process. You need to examine your data. So if I'm cleaning this data, what am I doing to it? Am I removing excess spaces, right? Am I removing error values? Am I changing the data type, right? Am I deleting a row? Am I deleting a column? Am I merging a column, right? You need to know all those things. All those ones are what you are going to jot down first in the process of examination. Then after that, organizing your data. If you are lucky, you have like out of 100 data, if you are lucky, you might get like 5 or 10 that will be well organized. If you are so lucky, most of the time, your data will not come in fully formed. You are the one that will organize it because you have the data from different branches, right? So let's say you have about 3 or 4 branches, like Digital World now, we have 3 different branches and we have another one online. So that is 4 branches. Right? So we have data coming from the online, right? We have data coming from our first branch, our second branch, and our third branch. So we will have to join everything together so that it forms something that we call a master data, right? That is the process of organizing your data, right? Joining your data together, merging your data together, or appending your data together. You understand? Then after organizing your data, this is where then after that, you go into the transformation process. What do we call data transformation? Data transformation is the same thing as data cleaning. You can also call it data wrangling. Do you understand? So is either you call it data cleaning, data transformation, or data wrangling. That is where you start cleaning your data. You remove error values, right? You remove all the NA values, or you change some things in the text. You change the data type, right? You extract dates. You change your time series data, right? That is transforming your data. Because if your data is not properly clean, you are going to get wrong information. Do you understand? If your data is not properly clean, you are going to get wrong information. So once you have your data clean, the next thing is interpreting your data. Interpreting your data. Now, most of the time, a whole lot of analysts, what I always see them do is, the moment they get a data, the next thing they want to do is build a visualization. Now, it's not all data that you want to build a visualization for. There are some data whereby you just want to extract insights from it. You just want to get some basic information from it, right? There are some data whereby you want to visualize it. So what do we call data visualization? Data visualization is the process of representing your data with graph or charts. Are you getting it? So you are representing a raw data with graph or charts. That is what we call data visualization. So you will see some people, they will say, oh, I want to build visual with this data. You want to build visual, or I want to create a dashboard. So they are still talking about the same thing, data visualization. Another thing is, you might want to just identify the patterns in the data, right? Which we call clustering. You just want to identify the patterns in your data, right? And all these things that I just mentioned now is to support decision making. No organization, as of today, there is no organization that will make decision without looking at their data. The very first thing they have to do is to check their data. So they look at their data for them to be able to make a progressive decision. Now, data analysis involves range of techniques and tools depending on the type and complexity of the data, as well as goal of the analysis. Right? It's not Excel alone that you can use to do analysis. It's not Power BI, right? It's not only SQL. It's not only Python. So there are a lot of softwares that you can use, right? And this depends on what you want to achieve. That is what will determine the software that you are going to use. Do you understand? So, do you understand what data analysis is all about now? Let me know if you understand what data analysis is all about now. Do you understand what data analysis is all about? Before we move forward to the next thing. All right. So let's talk about importance of data analysis. Let's talk about importance of data analysis. Importance of data analysis. Number one thing is data analysis help organization and individual make informed decision based on facts, trend, and pattern rather than guess. They are not guessing. They already know this is the total revenue, right? This is the total revenue that we generated. Do you understand? This is the total revenue that we generated. So they will be able to make decision, right? This is the total expenses. This is the total profit. So they are not guessing. Their decision is based on the facts generated by an analyst. So you see the reason why you can't make mistake. Because if you make any mistake, it's going to affect the decision-making process. All right. The next thing is, by analyzing data, business can discover new opportunity for growth or identify problem early before they become serious. So by just analyzing data, businesses can discover new opportunity. So if they notice that, okay, this product is not performing very well in Nigeria, then let's create another product. So they will be able to discover new opportunity, right? Another thing is data analysis reveal areas where processes can be optimized, saving time, money, and resources, right? Another thing is understanding customer behavior through data allow companies to tailor their services and products to meet customers' need, right? So they get something called the customer behavior, right? So you just send something like a form for your customers to fill so that you will know the type of products they're actually interested in, what they're actually interested in. So if you go to some e-commerce website, for instance, Amazon, right? So you will see they will ask you to put if a product is 5-star. Let's say you buy a product. So they will ask you to review it. If it is 5-star, if it is 4-star, if it is 3-star, right? They are getting customers' insights so that they will be able to know. So if I put 3-star on this product, now in their head, they are thinking, okay, why does this person put 3-star? Right? So they'll be able to know that, okay, if I buy 2 products, and on this one I put 3-star, on another one I put 5-star. They know that, okay, I love this product more than this one. So they'll be able to tailor the algorithm to match my own need. Do you understand? To match my own need. So for instance, if you go to Facebook or any social media platform, you watch a video and you just like it. If you notice it, they will keep on showing you related video, right? Something that is related to that particular one that you like. So if you are someone that watch football, they will keep on showing you something that's related to football. That is because they've been able to get your customer insights. So do you think they like, the comment, the share that they put there, do you think they just put it there for fashion? No. They put it there for them to be able to get insights from you so that they will be able to tailor their need. So for instance, if I want to run adverts to people that love football, so because Facebook already know, they have a category of people that love football. So those are the people they will show my advert to. There are some adverts that you will not see because you are not interested in it. Do you understand? Then another thing is, through predictive analysis, business can foresee potential risks and take preventive measures. Right? So let's go into the next thing, which is types of data analysis. Types of data analysis. Right? So we have 4 different types of data analysis. 4 different types. Are you people still here with me? Let me know if you are here with me. Let me know if you are here with me. Okay, I should highlight interpretation of data. All right, just jot down in your, put it down in your jotter. When we get to question and answer section, I'm going to answer that. Yeah, I have just 3 people with me. Are you guys sleeping? Are you here or you are sleeping? We are here. If you are not here, I have virtual water. If you don't have water, just send me a DM. I have virtual water. I'm going to give you virtual water. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the 4 different types of data analysis. And we are going to do practical on them. Right? Most especially descriptive analysis and predictive analysis. So if you wait for the practical section, we are going to do descriptive analysis. Right? And we are also going to do predictive analysis. You need virtual money. Don't worry. Very soon. What I have now is virtual water. We are going to talk about virtual money later. Now let's talk about the very first thing, which is descriptive analysis. Descriptive analysis works on historical data. So basically, if you are describing a data, you are focusing on what has happened. Right? So you have historical data, you are just describing what happened, right, in that data. So descriptive analysis summarizes past data to understand what has happened over a period of time, right? So I want to analyze the data for the past 2 years. So if you give me 2 years data and you ask me to analyze it, that is an example of descriptive analysis, historical data. Are you getting it? So descriptive analysis focus more on what has happened, right? So using historical data, right? Describing historical data, getting insight from historical data. And most of the time, that is what you are going to be working with. Right? That is what you are going to be working with, because they are going to give you their past data for you to be able to analyze it for them to be able to make decisions with what has happened in the past. Because if you don't know anything about me now, you can't predict my next move. Do I have anybody here that can predict my income? Do I have anybody here that can predict my income? Let's say for the next 2 weeks. Is there anybody here that can predict my income for the next 2 weeks? Can you guess the amount I'm going to make next week? Can you guess? Let me see. I'm waiting. Is there anybody here? No, right? So it's not possible. Right? So it's not possible. So descriptive analysis, especially, is only when you know a little bit about me. So you know how much I'll be making. You know how much I made this week from my freelancing, from my training, right? From my business. That is when you can only predict that, okay, based on last week's sales, this is the amount you are going to make next week. This is the amount you are possibly going to make next week, right? That is based on what has happened. So that is what descriptive analysis focus more on when you are describing what has happened in the past, right? The next thing is diagnostic analysis. Diagnostic analysis. So diagnostic analysis focus more on why did it happen? Why does this thing happen? If you are not making sales, why are we not making sales? Right? So diagnostic analysis dig deeper to find out the reason behind the past outcome. So last month's sales, if there is no more sales, why is there no sales? If I'm not getting gig on my Fiverr or Upwork account, why am I not getting gig? Right? That is diagnostic analysis. So I know for the past 2 weeks, God forbid, right? God forbid, for the past 2 weeks, there has been, let's say, there has been no sales. But I said, God forbid. I don't want that because I make my money weekly, right? So, but for the past 2 weeks, I've not been getting gigs. Why am I not getting gigs? Right? That is diagnostic analysis. Why am I not getting gigs? Is it in my Fiverr account? Is it my Upwork account? Right? Is it my LinkedIn? Is it my portfolio? Right? Is it my resume? Why am I not getting projects? So that is what diagnostic analysis is talking about. Why does this happen? Why are we not making sales? Right? That is what diagnostic analysis talk about. The next thing is predictive analysis. So predictive analysis focus more on what might happen in the future. So I used to send 10 proposals every day, right? For my freelancing, 10 different proposals every single day, every day, right? Now, if I increase it to 20, that means, so if I send 10 proposals on daily basis for 7 days, including Sunday, for 7 days, that is 70. And on average, I'll get 15, 20 gigs, right? On average, I get 15, 20 gigs per week. Now, if I increase it to 20 per day, that means it's possible for my income to increase. That is predictive analysis. You are predicting what might happen in the future. So let's say by next week now, if I increase my proposal to 20 on daily basis, so it's possible for my income to increase. I don't know if you are getting it. Are you people still here with me? Are you missing something? My people, are you still here? Are you getting it? My people, I think, oh God, I don't know. All right. Give me the vibe. Give me the vibe. Let's know. Right? Okay. Now, predictive analysis focus more on what will happen in the future. Right? Now, what will happen in the future? So what predictive analysis use is historical data, trend, and sometimes machine learning algorithm to forecast the future outcome. So we are going to do forecasting today. Don't worry. In the practical, we'll do forecasting, right? That is what predictive analysis is talking about. So we use historical data to predict the future. Just for instance, like weather forecast is an example of a predictive analysis, right? So if I give my past data to a machine learning algorithm and it predicted that, okay, on weekly basis, I'll be getting $2,000 on weekly basis, $2,000 on weekly basis. That is, the machine has already know the amount that I used to get on daily basis, right? On daily basis. Now, is now predicting that, okay, in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you can be receiving $2,000 every single week. Now, we now go into what we call prescriptive analysis. So the machine has already predicted that every week, so from next 2 weeks, it's possible for me to be receiving $2,000 every single week, right? So now, prescriptive analysis is talking about what are the actionable steps, right? What are the actionable steps? What are the actionable steps? What should I do that will enable me to receive that amount? So that means, do I need to increase my proposal sending? right? The rate at which I send proposal on daily basis. Do I need to create more Fiverr accounts or more Upwork accounts? Do I need to create 2 LinkedIn or 3 LinkedIn accounts, right? Do I need to intensify more effort on my resume? Do I need to put more projects on my portfolios, right? That is what prescriptive analysis is talking about. The actionable step that will help me to achieve what machine has already predicted for me. Do you understand? Do you understand the type of data analysis now? So if anybody should come to you and tell you that, okay, give me the 4 types of data analysis or explain the types of data analysis, I believe you should be able to tell them 1 or 2 things, right? Okay. Are you learning something? Are you learning something? Are you learning? Are you learning? Are you learning? I hope you are learning something. Are you learning something? Let me know if you are learning. My people. All right. All right. So let's talk about tools used by an analyst. Tools used by an analyst. What are the tools used by an analyst? Someone is raising hand. Please drop your hand. When we get to the question and answer section, I'm going to take your question. You understand? All right. The very first tool, which is the most popular tool, which is what we are talking. That is the reason why I focus more on it, because most of my projects, I use Excel to do it. Most of my projects, right? So the very first tool you need to know if you want to succeed, if you want to go into data analysis, the very first tool you need to know is Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is the most popular for beginners and professionals. So if you are looking at starting a career in data analysis and you want to make money with it, you want to make money as early as possible. Now, I'm not talking you want to start making money next week and you are starting Excel this week. My hand is not there. I'm not the one that will teach you that. I don't know how to do it in 1 week. This is what I've been building since 2016. I've been building this since 2016. Right? But if you talk about, okay, in the next 3 months, in the next 4 months, yes. And you are ready to put in the work. Not that you will learn Excel. After learning Excel, you say, I have the skill. Then you sit, you are not doing anything. Uncle, auntie, you are not going to make any money. I'm not going to lie to you. If you learn it and you just sit down, you are not doing anything with your skill, then you are not going to make any money. I'm telling you, it's not every time you'll be sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. You need to wake up, right? You need to do what? My people, you need to do what? It's high time you wake up. You need to do what? Wake up, right? I said what? Wake up, wake up. You learn the skill, you learn how to monetize it, you put in the work. So this is not get rich quick scheme. This is not a Ponzi scheme. You learn the skill, learn how to monetize it, then you put in the work. Don't be surprised if a client message you by 2. It's not a new thing to me. Clients can message me by 4. It's not a new thing to me. So most of my time, my sleeping time is around from 4 or 5. I sleep by 4 or 5. Then wake up by 10, 11. That is my sleeping time. So most of the time, if some of my students call me around that time, I don't pick. Right? I don't really pick. Like since yesterday now, I've not slept. I've been awake since yesterday. Yes. You should be ready to put in the work. If you are lazy, don't even bother. Just sit, just be sleeping. If you are lazy. If you want to make money and you are lazy around, even if you want to do Yahoo, most of the time the Yahoo boys and people, they are awake all through the night. Do you understand? So one of the tools used by an analyst is what we call Microsoft Excel, right? So Excel is a powerful tool, easy to use. It's very easy to use, right? and perfect for data analysis. It helps you organize, clean. You can use Excel to clean data and analyze data quickly with tools like pivot table, charts, and advanced function. And you don't need to have any coding background. You don't need to have any knowledge on tech at all to start using Excel. This one does not involve coding, except when you want to go into VBA. So if anybody tell you that there is no coding in Excel, they are lying. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you. I'm going to tell you the truth. My students know me. I will tell them the truth. There is coding aspect of Excel, right? That is VBA, Visual Basic for Application. VBA, which we use for automation. But that is not where you are going to start from. You need to start from the basics with the one that does not have coding. Then once you are so good with it, then you can go into the coding aspect of Excel. But you can decide not to even go into the coding aspect of Excel because that is not really part of data analysis. You understand? Data analysis is a little bit different from automating tasks. Okay, another tool is what we call SQL, Structured Query Language, which is what we use to deal with database, right? That is what we use to deal with database. So another tool is what we call Power BI. Power BI. So Power Business Intelligence. So Power BI is a data visualization tool. So you can either use Power BI or you use Tableau. Do you understand? So it's either you use Power BI or you use Tableau. Another thing is what we call Python, right? You have Python, you have R, you have MATLAB. They are different. You have SPSS for statistical analysis. You have Stata, right? You have SAS. There are a lot of tools used by an analyst. But the most popular one that almost all organizations use is Microsoft Excel. And that is what we are focusing on today. That is what we are focusing on today. Don't worry. Another day, another webinar, I'll be talking about SQL, Power BI. Those are my field. Forget about it. If you want to learn it, they are simple things to me because I've been practicing it since day one. And one thing that you need to know is you must keep on learning, right? You must continuously learning every single time. You have to keep on learning and learning and learning. You can't say because you know 40 formulas in Excel, then you are good. You are lying. You need to keep on learning and learning and learning. How many of us are ready to learn? You want to make money, you need to learn. So how many of you here are ready to learn? How many people here are ready to learn? Okay, we have just one person. Okay, 2, 3. Okay. That's why you are here. All right. That is great. Now, let's go into what is Microsoft Excel. What is Microsoft Excel? What is Microsoft Excel? So Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet program used to record and analyze numerical and statistical data, right? So Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet program used to record and analyze numerical and statistical data, right? So Microsoft Excel provides multiple features to perform various operations like calculation. So if you want to do calculation, let me just open Excel for you. So this is my Excel spreadsheet. I'm just going to open it. So once you open it, just click on blank workbook. Click on blank workbook, right? So this is an Excel spreadsheet. So why do we call it spreadsheet? Because we work with sheets, right? We work with sheets. So we call it spreadsheet, right? So you want to perform calculation, you can do it here. So if I want to do 2 times 2 now, if I want to do 2 times 2, whenever you want to perform a calculation in Excel, just start with equals to 2 asterisk 2. 2 times 2, 4. You can see it here, 4, right? You can perform multiple complex calculation. Complex calculation. All right, so let's move forward. An Excel spreadsheet can be understood as a collection of columns and rows that form a table, right? Collections of columns and rows that forms a table. Alphabetical letters are usually assigned to columns, while numbers are for rows. So now the point where row and column meet is where we call a cell. Is where we call a cell. And the address of a cell is given by letter representing the column and number representing the row. Now let's go back to Excel and explain that. Remember, I said Excel is made up of what? Rows and columns, right? So the alphabetical letters are for the columns. So this is column A, column B, column C, column D, column E, and the like, right? The alphabetical letters are called the column, whereby the numerical aspects, they are called the row. This is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 5, row 6. Now, the point where row and column meet is called a cell. So if you look, this is column A. I mean row 1. Column A, row 1. So they both meet right here in this box. So which means this box is called a cell. So each of these boxes that you see here, they are called a cell. They are called a cell. And the reference of a cell is given by letter representing the column and number representing the row. So this is the letter representing the column. So I'm in column A, row 1. So this cell now, I'm going to call it cell A1. So if I move down to this place, this is column B, row 2, right? This cell is called B2, cell B2. So if I move down to here, this is column E, row 3, right? Column E, row 3. So this is E3. So who can guess? Which cell am I now? What is the reference of this cell? I'm in column what? Row what? Who can guess? G7. That is great. Clap for yourself, clap for yourself, clap for yourself. You are now with me. You don't wake up now. That is great. You don't wake up. You don't wake up. Yes. So I'm in column G, row 7. So we call this place cell G7. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Right? Am I making sense? Okay. That is good. That is good. That is good. All right. Why should I study Microsoft Excel out of all courses? Right? Excel is not just about numbers. Right? Excel is not just about numbers. It is about opportunities. Don't worry, when we get into monetization, I'm going to show you a whole lot of stuff that you can do with Excel. Now, we all deal with number daily, on daily basis, right? Is either you are managing your expenses, that is number. Budgeting your income, right? I want to budget. How much am I spending? I used to budget. How much am I spending on ad every single week, right? I want to track my goals, right? Have I been able to achieve my 10 gig per week or 15 gig per week, 20 gig per week, 40 gigs per week, right? You are tracking your goals, right? So you can use Excel to do that. But most people never go beyond math. That is what I'm talking about. The moment you learn the skills, you feel you have the skill, so they should be looking for you. No. There are thousands of people that know Excel more than I do, that know Excel more than you, right? People are not looking for them. People are not looking for them. You need to put yourself out there that, yes, this is my skill. You need to be very, very intentional about yourself. I don't care about any other freelancer. If they post a gig on Upwork today, I saw it. I don't care if 100 people send a proposal for that gig. I'm sending my own. I'm sending my own. Right? And the moment I send you proposal on the Upwork account, know that I'm coming to your mail. I know they play. I'm not playing. I don't joke around. The moment you post something, right, and I send you proposal that I'm applying for this gig, you've seen me once on Upwork. Now, I'll go to LinkedIn. Go and search for you. I'm looking for Engineer Yusuf, right? You posted a gig on Upwork. I'll go to your LinkedIn account, search for you. If you get LinkedIn, to God be the glory. I send you another proposal on your LinkedIn, right? I have tools. I'm not going to mention it. I have tools that I use to extract email. I look for your email up and down. Send you proposal to your email. That is the third time. Only me. You saw me on Upwork. You are seeing me on your LinkedIn account. You are seeing me in your mail. That is not all. Me? Hey, not a joke with me. Go to your social media accounts. Facebook, I'll look for you there. Instagram, I'll find you. Those two places, I'll look for you. Send you proposal. They no born you were, may you not give me. But my own LinkedIn is very optimized. So if I send you proposal on LinkedIn, you will go to my account. You saw me on Upwork, right? You saw me on Upwork. You go to your LinkedIn account, you see me again. You're like, who is this Akeem of a boy? Is he all right? Why is he looking for up and down? Why is he tracking me? Then you go to my mail, you start looking for me too. Because if you see me on your LinkedIn account, you see me in your mail, you see me, I start commenting. That is, I'm good at that. Start commenting, whatever you post, or comment. This is nice. This is great. My comment, no, they pass that. I want you to see me. Simple as that. You see me. I'm putting myself to your face. I'm not going to say, me that you've seen in about 5 different places. You want to choose other people over me. And if you are the one, are you going to choose other people over me? You just see, I see Mr. Taufik. You posted a gig, right, on Upwork. Mr. Taufik, you Engineer Yusuf posted a gig on Upwork, right? Mr. Taufik went, send the proposal once on Upwork, then you went to sleep. Me, I'll send it to you, Fiverr, on Upwork, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, look for you, your email. Now you are seeing me about 5, 6 times. So if you are the one, Engineer Yusuf, are you going to pick Mr. Taufik over me? I don't joke around. Okay, so with Excel, you are not just organizing data. You have the skill, right? You are not just organizing the data. You are not waiting for people to start looking for you. You are putting yourself out there, right? You are gaining tools for businesses, entrepreneurs, and individuals that are willing to pay you for your skill. So you want to manage your finance better, Excel is there to help. You want to offer services to others, which is what I do. Excel is there to help, right? You want to sell digital products. I've been selling Excel course since how many years ago? Selling just one Excel course. I've been selling it. I sold it to over 20,000 people. Just one Excel course that took me 2 months to record and edit. I have been selling it. I'm getting my gig. I'm selling my recorded videos. You know why? All right. Learning Excel means learning how to solve real life problems and every solution that you can turn into income. I don't want to be broke. Me, I hate being broke. I don't want to be broke. So you have to be very intentional. Congregation, are you with me? Are you in the spirit? Are you getting the spirit, my people? Are you getting the spirit? Praise the Lord. My people, let's move forward. I know, I said you are going to laugh. That is me. That is me. I know a lot of you are just smiling. Okay, be smiling. Be smiling. You are smiling. That is what I do. It just looks like a joke, but if you see me, I don't joke around with sending my proposal. Even if my girlfriend come around, madam, sit down one place. I need to send 10 proposals every day. When I'm done, I'll come and have your time. If I don't get money now, you will leave me, then you will run. I need to get money now. Okay. Let's talk about the leading companies that use Microsoft Excel in their operation, right? Leading companies that use Excel in their operation. So the very first one that I'm very sure of, because I have a student that works with them, is Amazon. I have a student that works with them. Amazon, they use Excel very well, and I'm very sure of that. Another one is Cigna. This is based on my research, right? Cigna. We have Deloitte. I have a student that works with Deloitte also. A student that works with Deloitte. I have a student that works with Deloitte. I don't just get gigs. I train people too. Hey, see these people. Do you think I joke around? I don't just get gigs. I train people. If you are coming to me that tomorrow that you want me to train you, I will train you. I train people. Right? Another company is Intel. Intel, JP Morgan, Microsoft. They are the one that develop Excel. So what do you expect them to use? Morgan Stanley, PayPal, Tesla, United States Bank, and most of the banks here in Nigeria. I've worked with them. I've been to their office to help them fix one or two things on Excel. Yes, I've been there. Right? I have a student that works with First Bank also. All right. So let's go. So Microsoft Excel terminologies. Let's talk about Microsoft Excel terminologies before we go into the practical section. So the very first thing that you hear when you are working with Excel is cell, right? Is cell, and I think I've explained that. You hear cell. A cell is the building block of worksheets. Each worksheet contains over 1 million rows and 16,000 columns, right? So I've explained cell. Another thing is what we call a range. Range. Now, a range or an array. So if I select one place like this, this is cell C3, right? This is cell C3. But if you select one, it's called a cell. But the moment you select 2, 3, 4, and above, right, it becomes a range or an array. It becomes a range or an array. You understand? So it becomes a range or an array. All right. Another thing is what we call the worksheet. The worksheet is this one that I've been showing you. This is the worksheet, right? This is the worksheet. This is worksheet. So this is where Excel store your text, your number, your formulas, everything. It's going to be, if you have a text, good morning. Good morning, right? So this is a text, right? You have a text right here. It's going to be stored here. If it is a number, 25, it's going to be stored here. If it is a formula, equals to today, function, right? It's going to store it there. Do you understand? So a worksheet is where Excel store your numbers, your formulas, your text. That is a worksheet. Are you getting it? Apart from that is what we call workbook. A workbook is the Excel file. So if you save Excel workbook, Excel worksheet, then it becomes a workbook. That is what you will see right here. Let me show you. So this one that you see here, this is an Excel workbook. Not this one. No, this one is Power BI. This one is PDF. This one is PowerPoint presentation. But all this one that you see XXX here, they are Excel workbook, right? They are Excel workbook. Okay, let's move forward. Another thing that you also have is what we call the ribbons. You have the ribbons. A ribbon is the graphical menu interface for command you can perform, right? For commands, you can do what? You can perform, right? So if I come here now, and up here to my Excel, we have up here, if you see file, home, insert, page layout, formula, data, review, and the likes, right? They are called the tabs, right? Oh, wow. You can see, this is one of my projects I just did recently. I did this for a school in Canada. This is VBA. So if you are just getting started, don't be expecting this type of project. This is a code. Do you understand? This is a code. So, but the basic one, you are still going to get it, right? When I say I did not start with VBA, don't think I started with VBA. No, I did not start with VBA. No, but this is one project I submitted this week, recently, right? I just submitted this one recently. This is a project I submitted recently. But now, all these things I see here, home, inserts, page layout, formulas, data, they are called a tab, right? They are called a tab. And under it, we have something that we call a ribbons. So you have the cut, copy, format printer paste. They are called a ribbon. Everything that you see here, they are called a ribbon. And each tab has their own ribbon. So under the Home tab, you have the Home tab ribbons, right? There's different ribbons under Home tab. Under Insert, you have another ribbons. You have different ribbons. If you go to Page Layout, you have different ribbons. If you go to Formulas, you have different ribbons, right? Okay. Let's move forward to the next thing. Another one is function. A function is a group of formula, right? A function is a group of formulas. Now, if I want to use one formula, let's say I want to get today's date, right? I want to get today's date. So I'll just say equals to today, right? Close my bracket and press enter. So this will give me today's date. But if you are talking of a group of formulas that perform similar tasks, so if you put them together in one place, it is called a functions. So now, if you go to these formula tabs on Excel, this formula tab right here, you will see what we call the function library, right? And each of these ribbons are called a function. So under this is financial functions, right? Under the financial functions, that is where you have all the financial formulas, right? All the financial formulas. Now you have the logical function here. So under the logical functions, you have all the logical formulas, right? So if you come here to text functions, you have a lot of them right here. You have a lot of them right here. The same thing under date and time function. You can see the today that I used recently, which is this one. You can see it's under the functions. Are you learning something, my people? Are you learning something? Are you learning something? Yes or no? Am I becoming too boring? If I'm talking too much, let me know. Tell me, am I speaking too much? If my talk is too much, let me know. I talk for a living. That is what I do. Okay, let's move forward. Let's go a bit into Advanced Excel. If you are going into Advanced Excel, you hear something called table, right? You hear something called table. Table. So a table is a container for storing your data. Now, we are not going in depth into table now. We'll talk more about it when we get to the practical section. So let's leave it for now. So what a table does is it shows relationship between your data. So it's like you are telling Excel that all these data are related the moment you put it in a table. Okay, after table, you have another thing called pivot table. So if you are learning Excel and you don't know pivot table, then go back and learn Excel again. So a pivot table is a powerful tool to summarize, calculate, and analyze your data, right? It's a powerful tool that we use in summarizing and analyzing our data. I'm going to show you that when we get to the practical section. Another tool that we also have is what we call the Power Query. The Power Query. So Power Query is an ETL software. So what do we call ETL? Extract, transform, and load. So basically, we use it for data cleaning. So we use Power Query for data cleaning. Power Query is basically used for data cleaning. Another tool that we also have is what we call macros and VBA. Macros and VBA. Visual Basic for application, right? So now, macros and VBA, they are the tools that we use to automate our tasks, right? So it's a code. So you are not going into that. Now, this is the coding aspect of Excel, right? So we call it VBA. So an example is this one that I showed you right here. This CGPA calculator, right, is a VBA code. Is a VBA code. Do you understand? So this is a VBA code, right? So that's that. But you don't worry about it. You don't have to be scared. When we get there, you will talk about it, right? So that is about the skill. Let's go into monetization. How do I make my money from this skill? How can I make money with my new Excel skill? How many people are ready? Do you think we should talk about it or we should be going home? Should we talk about it or we should be going home? Let me know. If you want us to talk about it or we should be going home, what do you think? Should we talk about it or we should go home? We should talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. How can I make money with my new Excel skill? Let's talk about it now. All right. How do I make money with my new Excel skill? How do I make money with my Excel skill? The very first thing you need to know is, just by learning Excel, you've just unlocked one of the most powerful digital skills out there, right? Microsoft Excel. This is not just for office work, right? It's not just for the corporate world. It is a money-making tool hiding in a plain sight. People are seeing it like this, but they don't know how to use it. They are seeing it, but they don't know how to make money with it. So whether you are looking to earn on the side, right? Or you want to start a digital business, or you want to build a full-time income, right? You want to build a full-time income. So your Excel skill can open real door in today's online world. In this webinar, you will discover multiple proven ways, things that I have done, things that I have practiced myself, right? I'm not telling you things that I have not practiced, and they are not much. I'm not going to lie to you. Things that I've practiced, they are not much. And they are those are the tools that I'm using to make money. So I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so let's talk about the very first one, which is freelancing on global platform. Freelancing. And you see, this freelancing is something you have to be very, very intentional about. If you are thinking of coming into this freelancing world, you should be ready to work. You should be ready to learn, right? And should be ready to sacrifice something. There are a lot of things people sacrifice for money, right? Some people, they decide to sacrifice another human being. Some people decide to sacrifice their mother. Some people decide to sacrifice their aunt. Some people decide to sacrifice their head, right? But what are you going to sacrifice? You need, the very first thing is your time. Your time. You need to take your time to learn. If you are coming to this freelancing platform, you must always be ready to learn, because the project you are going to get today is obviously not the same thing you are going to get tomorrow. So there must be something different in it that you will learn about. Are you getting it? There must be something different. So if I get project on data entry today, tomorrow I might get project on data visualization. Next tomorrow I might get project on forecasting. I might get project on VBA. So you should be ready to sacrifice a little bit of your time to learn. Are you getting it? So popular freelancing sites, Upwork, that is my own, what do we use here in Nigeria? Crude oil, right? That is my own crude oil machine. That is where I make my own money. Upwork or Fiverr. Upwork, Fiverr. You have people per hour too, right? But I don't really use it. I've used it before, but I don't use it again. You have freelancer.com. I'm not that active there, right? I'm not that active there. Now, Upwork and Fiverr. Let me show you an example. So if you go for Upwork, let's say you are just starting Excel. So you want to, the very first gig you apply for is data entry job. So let's go to Fiverr. I'm not going to log into my account. So I'm just going to go to Fiverr, just the Fiverr account. I'm not going to log into my account. So let's just go to fiverr.com, right? So it's going to ask me to log in, but I'm not going to log in. So I just want to use it to show you something. I hope this network is very fast today. All right. So Fiverr, let's say I want to do a data entry job, right? I want to offer a service of data entry, right? So let's see how many people that are offering data entry. Data entry. You can do data entry with Excel. You can do data entry with Microsoft Word. right? But let's say data entry beats Excel. Let's search for it. Now, if you look at this, look at what this person said. Data entry specialist. What are they doing? Just go to Excel. You send me like a PDF. It's asking me to log in. I'm not going to log in. So just pick what you are doing and go to pick whatever they send to you and enter it on Excel. Simple as that. Right? Pick what they are doing, what they sent to you, and enter it on Excel. Simple as that. The very first thing, you can see this person. This person is getting $20 per gig. $20 per gig. Just data entry. And you see, this one says, I will do data entry, web research. This web research is what ChatGPT can do for you. If you go to Google, if you go to ChatGPT, whatever you want to research about, do it. It's going to get for you. Email list, copy and paste, right? Who does copy and paste? Copy, paste. So if I want to copy and paste. Simple. Copy and paste. This is a task that someone put as part of our gig. And this person has gotten over 200 gigs. Now multiply $20 by 220 gig. Right? Multiply $20 by 220. And this is just 1 gig. This person can offer as many gig as possible. Look at it. This is the data entry work that she did. What is this? This is the data entry work that she did. All you just have to do is enter the data to Excel. Right? Look at this person. This one has gotten 378 gig. And she's charging $20. What does this person say? Data entry, data collection, right? Copy and paste. Copy and paste tax. Excel data entry. Those are the things that this person will do. And this one has gotten over 60 gig. Look at this person. This one has gotten over 775 gig for just $30. Data entry. You can see Excel data entry, copy and paste, web research. That's all. And you are charging as low as $30. And this is not the only gig. For me, when I was using Fiverr, I'm still using Fiverr, but not that active. But when I was using Fiverr, right, when I was very active on Fiverr, I sell about 4 to 5 gigs on Fiverr. 4 to 5 gigs. I sell gigs on Microsoft Word. I sell gigs on PowerPoint. I sell gigs on Excel. I sell gigs on data analysis. I sell gigs on forecasting. I'm going to show you how to do it. Right? I sell gigs on forecasting. Now, and I used to get, now, if you are getting 1 gig from this one, you go to your Microsoft Word gig, you have another gig. You get another gig. You go to your PowerPoint, you get another gig. You go to your data analysis, you get another gig. You go to your forecasting, you get another gig. Now, if I come here now, forecasting with Microsoft Excel, I'm going to show you. Let's just put forecasting with Microsoft Excel. I used to sell this gig. You can see forecasting with Microsoft Excel, right? I'll prepare story, right? And this person is just charging $20. For me, I charge $50 then. I charge $50. I won't lie, right? Just by forecasting. I'm going to show you how to do the forecasting. Oh, don't worry. That is using Fiverr. Another platform you can use is Upwork, right? But because of our time, we won't be able to go into that. So services that you can offer, those are the ones that I've offered before. Right? Data cleaning. You can offer data cleaning as a service. Dashboard creation with charts and pivot table. I'm going to show you how to do that today. Build business reports and forecasting. These business reports, when I used to build my own, I will just forecast, copy and paste the forecast on ChatGPT. Ask it to build business report for me. Right? I will forecast it using Excel. Copy and paste it to ChatGPT. Ask it to build business reports. I will just tweak it a little bit so that they will not know that it's from AI. You are done and you are getting your money. You can do 3 gigs per day, 4 gigs per day, right? Financial modeling and budgeting spreadsheets. This one is very, very simple. If you go to Microsoft Excel, if you go to Microsoft Excel, just go to File, go to Open, right? Go to New, rather. You will see all this one now, businesses. If you come to budget, rather, this is for business, right? To generate invoice and the likes. There are templates there. Excel has already done the templates. Your job is just pick the template and change the information of the person. Simple. You are done with your tax. You are talking about budgeting. Let's go to budget. Right? You see, monthly budget. You can see. Just pick a template and change it. Simple as that. So if I want to do this wedding budget, I'll just click on it. Then click on create. Click on create. Now I have it. I did not have it. And it even give me summary. Budget detail. This is a tax. All I just have to do is change the color and change the text. Right? Change these headers. Simple as this. I'm done with the tax. To do tax is not hard. People just think it's hard. No, really, there are some tasks that are very hard. Right? But if you are just getting started, all this one, you are using templates. Okay. My people, are you still here? Are you still here? So, pro tips, build a standout profile. Now, your LinkedIn must be up to date with samples and testimonial. Start small. That is one thing that a lot of people don't want to do. You want to start and you are starting with $300 gig. Why? Why? Because you saw someone that run advert on Facebook that I made $1,000 per week. So you too, you want to start. You are starting with $500 gig, $1,000 gig. No, start small, over deliver. Start with $10, $20, $30, right? Give them like 2 or 3 days. Then come back within 2 days and tell them that you are done with their job. This VBA code I did for this school in Canada, this VBA, yes, the school is in Canada, not in Nigeria. This CGPA calculator, right? I gave them 2 weeks and it took me only 3 days to finish it. Then after I finished it, I sat down, I kept on checking and checking and checking so that I'll be sure that the thing is working perfectly. After a week, I went back to them. I'm done with their project. I gave it to them, presented it to them. They saw it, they love it, they pay me. Simple as that. So don't say because you want to start getting more gig, then you are saying, okay, I will finish it within 1 week. I will finish it within 1 day. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. All right, let's go to the next thing. The next thing is selling Excel templates. Selling Excel templates. Now, this VBA code that I built here, this one that I saw here, this CGPA calculator, I can sell it as a template. I can sell it as a template, right? I used to sell templates before, right? But I don't really do it again. You can sell it as a template. You can build a template and sell it, right? That is another thing. Maybe I'll just, at the end of the webinar, I'll tell you where to get the slide. Then you can download it and go through it yourself. Another thing that I'm still doing today, right, is teaching Excel online. There's money in training. There's money in training. If you are ready to train people, you will see people that will learn, that want to learn, right? And even if you are not ready, just record the course. Those Udemy courses that you used to buy, who put it there? Are they not people? Right? Those Udemy courses, are they not people? Skillshare, Coursera, all those things, right? Even though when I started my own, I was not using Udemy. I recorded it, put it on my Google Drive, right? Run Facebook ads. I run Facebook ads. Whenever someone comes to me that they want to buy, send them account number. They will send. Then go and copy the link from my Google Drive. Send it to them. They have access. Simple as that. I get my money. When I started, I used to sell about 5, 10 in a day, 5 to 10. So I used to make about 20 to 30K on daily basis just by selling a course. I sold that course for more than 2 years. On daily basis, I used to get money from it every single day just by selling a course, right? So core tips. Now, what I used to call my own is Ultimate Excel course, right? And you can see this one. This is another tips. Excel for beginner, small business Excel hack, data analysis and automation, how to use pivot table and Power Query. All these things are what you can do to monetize it. But there are a lot of things that goes in depth. All right. Let's go to the practical. Are you ready for the practical? Are you ready for the practical? Are you ready for the practical? Right. Let's go. Let's spend like 5 to 10 minutes on the practical. Then we go into the question and answer section. Now, I know you are new. You are so new. I just want to show you how easy it is. Now, this forecasting that I show you, this forecasting. Now, let's forecast. How do we forecast in Excel? How do we use Excel to forecast? So to forecast in Excel, the moment they send you the data, let's say this is the data they sent to me, right? All I have to do is just highlight the data. I'll just highlight the data from the beginning to the end. Just highlight the data from the beginning to the end. See, once you know how to highlight, you are done. You are done. Simple as that. You are done. I said you are done. You are asking. I know the question is, we are here to forecast now. Every other thing, Excel will do it for you. So what you just have to do is go to the data tab. My people, are you learning something? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you enjoying yourself? If it's becoming too boring, let me know. If it is becoming too boring, let me know. Okay, we have 2 people. So other people, am I boring? Is it boring? Do you think we should add music? Okay. Now let's go. So once you highlight, if you move from home to the data tab, right? You move from home to the data tab. Now you can see something here that says forecast sheets, right? Can you see this? Forecast sheets. This forecast sheet is the one that will do it for you. So let's say this data ends in, let's see, it ends in 2021. And they asked me to forecast for the next 3 years. So which means it's going to end in 2023, or let's say 2025. That's where they asked me to stop the forecasting. So they want me to forecast 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. That is 4 years. I don't have a problem with that. All I just do is highlight, then go to my forecast sheet. This here, forecast sheet, just click on it. And here, you see, forecast end. When do you want it to end? 2025, Abby. Just change it from 2023 to 2025. 2023 to 2025. After that, if you like, you can open this option. There's absolutely nothing you are doing here, right? You are not doing anything here. Just click on create. Simple as this. Does not even give me charts, right? I even have charts, but for instance, let's say I don't need the chart. Let me delete the charts. Now let's scroll down. This is the data sent to me, right? So I said if you move from home to data, right, you will see forecast sheet. You will see forecast sheet right here. Can you see it? This forecast sheet. Once you highlight your data, just click on forecast sheet. Now let's see what the machine has already forecast for us. So if you scroll down, you can see this is 2021. So this is where their forecasting ends. This is where their data set ends, right? It ends on 2021. So for you to know, you can see it ends 31/7/2021 with $41,118, right? Now it's end here. So it's going to start the forecasting from 2021, 31/10/2021. If you notice, 2021, they have 10, 1, 4, 7, and 10, right? First, that is January, followed by April, followed by July, followed by October, right? So it's going to start the forecasting This is 2021. This is 2022 forecast. Another 2022 forecast. Another 2022 forecast. Another 2022 forecast. So it forecasted for January, for May, for July, and for October, right? That is for 2021. This is, again, 2020, that is for 2022 rather. This is 2023 for January, for May, for July, and for October. You can see, I did not do anything, no. Just by highlighting and click on forecast sheet, you can see, right? There is 2020 dates. Yes, what they asked us to do is forecast from 2022 to 2025. And you can see it has forecasted for 2024, right? And it also forecasted for 2025. I'm done with this. This is it. I'm done with this. Now, lower confidence, upper confidence, we have some things to talk about that, but because of our time, we won't be able to talk about it now. All right. Are you learning something? The next thing is, let's say they gave us the data and they asked us to build visuals. So they asked us to build visuals for this, right? How do we build visualization? They said we should get charts. So they asked me one question. The question is, get the total sales for the month, for each month. Get the total revenue for each month. That's the question. They asked us to get the total revenue for each month. Now, if you look at my data, what I just have here is date, right? Is date. So there's no month there. So how do I get the month? I'm going to use the Excel formula to get it. Simple as this. The question is, the project is, help me to get total revenue for each month. Simple as that. Is that not the question? For each month, total revenue for each month. That is what they want. Simple as that. My own is just to extract the month. So right click. So if you move your cursor up here, just click on it. So I want months to come before the product, right? Months to come before the product name. So just right click and click on insert. So this will give, let's say I want to get day name and month name. So another one, right click and insert. So here, I want to get the month name. Sorry, let's get the day name first. Day name and the month name. Month name. Month name, right? That's what I want to get. That is what I want to get. So to get the day name, we have a function in Excel called the text function that will help me to do that. So all I just have to do is say equals to text, right? Equals to text. So this is the value that I want. I just select the value. And I need the day name. So in double quotes, D, 4D, right? That is what I'll just put there. Double quote again. Close my bracket and press enter. You can see this has gotten the day name for me. So I'll just, if you bring my, I'll just bring my cursor to this place, this dot here, right? Just double click on it. And it's going to extract all the day names for me, right? So let's get the month name equals to text. Select the date. So if I use D for the day name, what do you think I'm going to use for the month name? If I'm using D for the day name, what do you think I'm going to use for the month name? Who can guess? M, right? So in double quotes, I'm going to use 4M. So whether it's small letter or capital letter, it doesn't matter. So you can use small letter or capital letter. So, but for me, I love using capital letter. M. Double quotes, close my brackets, and press enter. So now, I've gotten that. So the next thing I have to do is to put my data in a table. So how do I put my data in a table? So there are two ways. Just select anywhere within your data. Then go to insert, right? Here you have table, right here. You have table. Another way to do it is to use a keyboard shortcut, Ctrl-T. So if I press Ctrl and T, then I'll just click on OK. Now I have my data in a table, right? And if you look at this, I have table design. Now, don't forget the question. The question is total revenue for each month. So they want to see the revenue by each month. So the revenue generated by each month. How much do we generate in January? How much do we generate in February, March, April? That's what they want me to do. All right. So once I have my data in a table, the next thing is to go to table design. Click on this table design. Then you have summarize with pivot table. Just click on summarize with pivot table. Right? Click on OK. Now you have pivot table. Remember I mentioned pivot table. Pivot table is a powerful tool in Excel that we use to summarize and analyze our data. After this, once you get to this point, you are done. You are done. Simple. There is nothing there. You are done. All right. How do we do that? So I need the month name, right? So I'll just pick the month name from this place, which is this place. Drag and drop it in the row. Drag and drop it in the row. Here I have all the month name: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and December. Now they ask me to get the revenue. Just pick my revenue, drag and drop it to the value. Now, see, I have the total revenue for each month. Simple as this. Total revenue for each month. Even if they ask me to put it in a chart, if you come to pivot table analyze, just click on pivot charts. Right? Just click on pivot charts. All you just have to do is click on OK, and Excel will do it for you. Look at this. Very easy. Excel will do it for you. This is a project. I'm done with their project. Simple as that. I can put a little bit of a physics to it too. I can add, you understand? Me, if I'm working on the project, I love my project to make sense so that the clients, the next time you are looking for another, you are not looking for another freelancer, you are coming back to me. I have some of my clients that I got on Fiverr, Upwork, that I have their personal number. So if they are looking for someone that did, they just come back to me straight. They don't go to there again. After we call it offline gigs. Don't worry, that is don't worry. Don't worry. So at this point, let me ask you, how many of you are feeling like this man now? If you are feeling like this man, let me know, like, wow, this is great. How many of you are feeling like, wow, this is great? Right? Don't worry. When we get to the question and answer section, how many of you are feeling like, wow, this is great? Right? How many of you are feeling like this man? Okay. You feel like flying with this. Now, let me tell you, let me ask you a question. Learning Excel and monetizing it is not something you can do in one day. You should know that, right? It's not something you can do in one day. So I'm going to ask you a question. How many of us here now will love to become a pro at Excel and also know how to make money with it? How many of you here will love to become a pro at Excel and make money with it? Right? You are number one. Let me tell you, it's not something you can do in a day, right? So it's not something you can do in a day. So, Excel courses, that is why I'm introducing you to my live class, right? To my live class, every Friday and Saturday night, 8:30 to 10 Nigerian time and Cameroonian time, 7:30 to 9 Ghanaian time. We call it Ultimate Excel Mastery. Remember I said a course on Ultimate Excel, right? Now this is a live class. The Ultimate Excel Mastery and Income Blueprint. We are going to be meeting me and a whole lot of my team members. I don't work alone again. I have team now, right? You are going to be meeting me in class and some of my team members that will show you how you can, that will show you the skill and also how you can monetize the skill, right? We are going to teach you the skill. You are going to learn Excel and how you can monetize it. What have I been doing to monetize my skill? Right. How do I get gig? You know, I said I get gigs, right? And I train. How do I get my students? Right? How do I record my course and sell it? How do we do it? That is what we call the Ultimate Excel Mastery and Income Blueprint. Now, what are you going to learn? You are going to learn Microsoft Excel from the basics, introduction. You don't need to have any knowledge at all. You don't need to have any knowledge at all. From the basic to advanced Excel. Total basics, introduction to Microsoft Excel to advanced Excel, right? You are going to learn over 50 Microsoft Excel formula. Over 50 Microsoft Excel formula. Over 50. You are going to learn data validation with Microsoft Excel. How do you do data validation? How to work with dates and time data sets. To extract date, to extract time, to extract months, to extract hours, minutes. How do you work with that? Right? Data cleaning with Microsoft Excel formulas. Microsoft Excel tables. Microsoft Excel pivot table. How to work with charts. Most analysts will just pick charts. It's not all the charts that you can use. Which type of charts to use, how to use it, and when to use it. Right? How to work with slicer and timeline. Data manipulation. Dashboard creation. Forecasting with Excel. There are 3 ways of forecasting. I just showed you one. Right? There are 3 ways of forecasting. How to work with those 3 ways. How to create an amazing resume. Your flyer, your resume must be top-notch if you want to come into this freelancing field. Your resume must be top-notch. If you are going for an interview, you should know that your resume is the very first thing you are going to see, right? Your resume is your first impression, so it has to be top-notch. So how to create an amazing resume? Freelancing. What are the secrets we use in freelancing? Portfolio creation. How do you create a portfolio? How do you create a portfolio? We are going to talk about it. How to optimize your LinkedIn account. How do you optimize LinkedIn account? We are also going to talk about that one in this 6 weeks live class. It's a 6 weeks class. 6 weeks live class where you are going to be meeting me and some of my team members. This is what we do on daily basis. Is it that we train, we work on projects? That is what we do, my team and I. You are going to be meeting me or some of my team members. All right. Let's move forward to the next thing. Now, the Ultimate Excel masterclass, right? So you are also going to get all my recorded video, over 40 recorded videos. The recorded video that I said I used to sell alone. I used to sell that recorded video alone. But I'm going to give you for free in this class. You can go through it at your own leisure time. Even if you don't attend class, you have the recorded video at your disposal. You can go through it at your own leisure time, right? You are going to get 6 weeks live coaching. It's a 6 weeks live class. You are going to get Excel handouts and data sets, a whole lot of data sets that you can work with and put it on your portfolio, right? You are going to be getting tips and hacks on Excel. We are going to work. There's something called Done With You projects, right? So we are going to be working on multiple projects together, right? Now, I said you are going to be meeting my team, not just only me. So you are going to be in class with other experts too, right? You are going to get certification at the end of this program. You are also going to get LinkedIn optimization, right? How to optimize your account. How to record and sell your first course online. How do you record and sell it, right? How to apply and get remote jobs and gigs. How do we apply for it? How do we get remote jobs on LinkedIn, on Fiverr, on Upwork? How can you get it? And you can work with me directly. So there are days whereby I get a lot of projects, a whole lot of projects. So those projects, I share it out with some of my students that I know they are good, right? I share it out. So now, you're also going to be getting recorded video from Digital World LMS. So the moment you register, you automatically become Digital World students, right? So you will get certificate from Digital World, and you're also going to get all the recorded video will be on your learning management system. So you have your own login detail and your password to your own account. to your own LMS account. I'm going to show you the elements. So these are the testimonials and the likes, right? So before I even go to the price, let me ask you, now, how much do you think I should sell this for you? I want you to give me the price. This is what I do to make money. So I don't really need to charge you a lot of money for it because I make my own money already from it, right? So how much do you think I should charge you, right? If I can teach you for free, it will cost me nothing. I will not lose any money, right? But I just have to pay for Zoom, buy data and likes, right? I need you to show commitment. So how much do you think I should charge you for that commitment fee? How much? 5,000. Okay. Reception deal. All right. How much? We have someone that says 5,000. All right. I'm waiting for others. If you did not talk, I will give you my price. 5K. Okay. In cedis or in naira? Both. We can use naira. You can use cedis. 10,000. All right. Mr. Festus. We are waiting for others. 7.5. 5K. Okay. 2K. 2K for what? 1K for what? Is it 1,000 cedis? Or $1,000? 5K. Okay. I'm waiting. Naira. All right. Thank you. 5K. Okay. 200 cedis. Okay. This is priceless. All right. Thank you. 2,000 naira. Why? So, the actual price, 110 cedis. Okay. The actual price is 40,000 naira if you are in Nigeria. It is 400 Ghana cedis if you are in Ghana. And it is 14,000 Cameroon CFA if you are in Cameroon. And because the very first level of commitment is you waiting till the end of this program. That is the very first level of commitment, right? So because you are here with me till the end, so for tonight, we have, this is 9:42. This is 9:42. I'm going to allow you to pay just 10,000 naira for the very first 20 people that we pay before the end of this webinar. Very first 20 people, just 20 people. This is a live class and we already have existing students there. So we are not bombarding the class. We just want to add you to them so that you can start with them on Friday. So we are not taking in much people. Just 10,000 naira for the very first 20 people that will pay from Nigeria. Sorry, it's not from Nigeria. Everybody, whether you're in Nigeria or Ghana. So if you're in Ghana, it's just 100 Ghana cedis. If you're in Cameroon, it's just 4,000 CFA. Now, if you're in Nigeria, you want to make payments, you can make payment to MoneyPoint, Digital World Tech Academy online, right? 549559122. If you're in Nigeria, if you're in Ghana, you can pay into the Voda Cash account. It's just 100 Ghana cedis, not 150. I said 100 Ghana cedis. 10,000 Nigerian naira, right? It's just 100 Ghana cedis. Now, I said before the end of the webinar, we have 15 minutes. So after the end of this webinar, the price is going back to 40,000. The price is going back to 40,000. And we already have existing students there. Existing students. So we'll just start, you and the existing student will just start your class together this Friday. Right? So as you are now, some people are having classes, they are doing introduction. So if you want to make a payment to join, now I'm still going to give another bonus for these first 20 people. So apart from having access to LinkedIn optimization, they are going to get access to how to record and sell your first course online, right? Another thing is remote job success guide. How do we get remote job? How do we get gigs on Fiverr and Upwork? Another bonus is complete Microsoft Word course and complete PowerPoint course. And you will get direct access, lifetime access to me. So you have my direct contact. You can save my number and reach out to me any day, anytime that you have any question. Any day, anytime that you have any question. You understand? Any day, anytime that you have any question. The moment you make your payment, just drop your payment proof in the group. Just drop your payment proof in the group. Our admin will confirm your payment and send you the registration form. Once you fill the registration form, you'll be added to the paid group. Then you are going to receive a mail that looks like this, right? Receipt for data analysis. So you scroll down, then here you have your login details, your email and the password that you are going to log in into your own account, that you are going to use to log in into your own account. So there are two ways to access the LMS. Is either you go to our website, digitalworld.academy, right? Once you get to digitalworld.academy, just click on student login. Just click on student login. So once you click on student login, it's going to bring you here, right? It's going to bring you here. Now you can come here, then your email and your password, you're going to see it here. So that is what you are going to use to log in. Another way to access it is you go to study data analysis, which is what you have here. Just study data analysis, and it's still going to bring you right here. It's going to bring you right here. So all you just have to do is click on login. Just click on login. So once you log in, you click on my courses, right? My courses, right? Just click on my courses. So you are going to have one. For me, I have 3. You are going to have 1. So the only course you are going to have is going to be data analysis, right? You have data analysis. So just click on study. Click on study, right? Just click on study. Now you can see, right? Introduction to data analysis, then you can start going through the video.
So welcome to the data analytics masterclass.
All right, you can start going through the video. You can see, start from introduction to Excel, right? Microsoft Excel backend. Now this class, the live class is a 6 weeks live class. And what we are focusing on is Excel. Is Excel. But if you are part of the very first 20 people, right, you are going to have Power BI in your LMS. Power BI in your LMS, right? If you are part of the very first 20 people, and you're also going to have SQL in your LMS. You are going to have Power BI, and you are going to have your SQL in your LMS. Then, after that, you have bonuses. How to create a portfolio. How do we create a portfolio? How to upload a project on portfolio. How to create a resume. LinkedIn optimization. Freelancing. There are bonuses that you are going to have. Also, then another thing is you are also going to get another bonus here as Jira, right? Python Essential. But we are not focusing on that in live class. What we are focusing on in live class for the next 6 weeks is Microsoft Excel and how to set up your monetization toolkit. Those are what we are focusing on in this 6 weeks class. All right. So let me take your question. We have 10 minutes before the promo will end. If you have question, okay, we have Bukola and Courage that are raising hand. If you have question, let me take your question. Okay, okay, Bukola has dropped her hand. Let me take Courage. Courage, please unmute. Courage, please unmute. The account details have been dropped in the group, so you can pick it from the group. And it's also right here on the screen, right? Money Point Digital World Tech Academy, if you are in Nigeria, it's just 10,000 naira. If you are in Ghana, right? If you are in Ghana, you pay into Vodacard. If you are in Cameroon, you pay into Momo. All right, let me take Courage. Courage, please unmute. The class is starting on Friday. The class is starting on Friday. This Friday. That is which is on the what? On the 2nd, yes, on the 2nd of May. But you are going to get access to the LMS today. So if you want to pay just 10,000 naira, those are for people that will meet up my timeline. If you did not meet up my timeline, you are coming back to me tomorrow or on Sunday. The price is 40,000 naira. So this one is for people that wait till the end. This is for people that wait till the end. And now we have our timeline. So we have 10 minutes left. Courage, please unmute. Courage, can you please unmute? Courage. Oh, you are not unmuting. Who else? If you have a question, raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Or type your question. Let me see your question. Let me see your question before we go. Okay, Courage. You can go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome, sir.
My question, I'm interested in the course.
Okay.
But I joined late, so I don't know what entails in the 6 weeks. So if you can highlight it once again.
In the 6 weeks, we are going to learn from basics of Excel to advanced Excel. That is total basics of Excel to advanced Excel, where you can do forecasting with Microsoft Excel. You can build dashboard, responsive dashboard with Microsoft Excel, right? You can give dashboard with Microsoft Excel. You can, and also, right, you are going to learn over 50 Microsoft Excel formula, right? Then after that, you are also going to learn how to set up your monetization toolkits, how to set up your portfolio, how to set up your LinkedIn optimization, how to set up your Fiverr account, right? How to create a resume. So we are going to talk about all those ones in that 6 weeks.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, the actual price is 40,000, but if you are paying tonight, we have about 8 minutes more now before the price will go back to 40,000 naira. That is 400 Ghana cedis and 14,000 CFA. If you want to pay now, you can pay within the window of 8 minutes, then the price will go back up. The price will go back up. All right. Once you make your payment, just drop it in the group. I have Xiaomi. Xiaomi, please unmute. Xiaomi, please unmute.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Please, it's concerning the price. You know, it's late already. We all did not come prepared.
All
With
right.
respect to the price. You know, you told us it was meant to be free course.
Yes,
so
the webinar, no. The webinar is free. We said
that's what I'm saying. Let me finish. So, you know, you giving us a time frame of just 10 minutes. Most of us did not come prepared. Okay, like me now, I even traveled to the village and there is no much here. So that's why I was telling you about POS or whatever. If you have actually settled the price before we started, we would have actually added money to our account so that we make the transfer before the time elapsed. So we are just pleading.
Send me a DM. I can keep a slot for only you. Send me a DM. Send me a DM on WhatsApp.
All right. So by tomorrow, I'll just make the transfer. Please.
Just send
Thank
me a
you.
DM. Just send me a DM.
All right.
Let's see what we are going to do. Okay, because of the time factor. All right. How many people will suggest that I should add more time? If you want me, we have less than 5 minutes now. Oh, we have 5 minutes more. How many people will suggest for me to add more time? If you want me to add more time. Okay, Mr. Courage is raising hand. You do suggest we should add more time. All right, because the webinar is ending by 10. So let me add, let it be tomorrow already. The price will go back up. No, payment made now. Once you make your payment, drop it in the group. Once you make your payment, just drop it in the group. Mr. Courage is raising hand. Please unmute. Mr. Courage, please unmute.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right. No problem. Okay, Madam Buki is raising hand. Madam Buki, do you have anything to say? Do you have something that you want to say? Madam Buki? All right. Can we get the recorded of the webinar? Yes, I'll drop the recorded video in the group. But note, we have 5 minutes more for the price to go up. We have Kobe. Is it Kobe? Please unmute. Kobe, please unmute. You can
Hello.
talk. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
I am Kobe from Ghana.
All right.
I'm trying to make payment, effect payment, but they are requesting for an ID.
Okay. Requesting for you are paying into Voda Cash from if you are in
Yes,
Ghana.
please.
You are paying into Voda Cash.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and they are requesting for ID.
ID. Just send me a DM.
Pardon me.
Send me a DM on WhatsApp.
Okay.
I'll attend to you after the webinar.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Someone is sending me a message. Hello, I've made payment. Once you've made payment, just drop it in the group. One of my team members will attend to you. All right, let me take Mr. Steven. Mr. Steven, please unmute. Mr. Steven, please unmute. Hello.
Hello, good evening, boss.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
One thing I want to say is I'm not grateful for this introduction, but I don't have money on my wallet now since you said that you are not going to fake us whatever, so I don't have money on my wallet now, and it's late here. It's around 9 something. It's almost it's almost 9. So
Yeah, just
I want you to
send me a
pay.
DM. Send me a DM. Send me a
Okay.
DM, sir. Let's see what we're going to do about that. All right.
All right.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Chris, please unmute. We have how many minutes more? We have 3 minutes more before we call it a day. Then the price will close. Mr. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
All right. Thank you so much for this great opportunity. I must confess it has been a very interactive section. I like the fact that you've been so down to it, like coming down to the grassroots for beginner like us.
Thank you,
And we are learning so fast from the way you are approaching the situations. My question is just that for those of us that have paid, how can we get notification and scale in immediately as we've done that already? Thank you so much.
Once you drop your payment proof, you have admin that said you should send them a DM, right?
Okay.
Just
All
send any of the admin a DM. They are going to send you a registration form. Like once they send you a registration form, then you fill the registration form. You'll be added to the page group.
All right. Thank you so much. Once again, I like the fact that you're coming down to the grassroots or those that are beginners like us. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. All right. All right. I have just 2 minutes to round up this webinar. I really want to be part. Taufik. I don't know what I'll do. Just have 2 minutes more before the price to go back up. Just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Because we're looking at rounding up by 10. So we have 2 minutes more. All right. Taufik, send me a DM. Let me see what I can do for you. If there's a way I can help, let me just know. Just send me a DM. All right. So we have Mr. Donald. We have 1 minute more. 1 minute. Donald. Mr. Donald, please unmute.
Okay, sir. Please, concerning the payment, I never knew this will come, so I don't have enough in my Momo wallet. So if you can give me at least by 1 hour time, because I'm not close to a Momo vendor. So if you can give me 1 hour time, I will do that.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, let's say everybody that will make payment tonight. If you are making your payment tonight, if you can make your payment this night. So after tonight, now what do you think? Do you think we should do tonight or 24 hours? What do you think? Tonight or 24 hours? Tonight or 24 hours? 24 hours. Okay. So we have 24 hours. After 24 hours, the price goes back up to 40,000. But once we have up to 20 people, we'll let you know. That means you are not going to get the bonus. So once you have up to 20 people, I will let you know in the group. So you don't just expect another thing, right, as part of your LMS. So if you are not, once you have up to 20 people, then I'll let you know in the group so that you'll know the next thing to do. So that is that for tonight. Time is up already for me to go. Feel free to send me a DM if you have any other question. Don't forget, once you have up to 20 people, I'll let you know in the group so that I'll tell you the next step to take. I'll let you know in the group and tell you the next step to take. So that's that for tonight. Thank you all for joining. I hope you've been able to learn something. Were you able to learn something in this webinar? Were you able to learn something in this webinar? Yes or no? We have just one person, Mr. Chris. Is it just Mr. Chris? Okay, thank you all for showing up. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all of you for showing up. I truly appreciate you for showing up. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you in class on Friday by the special grace of God. I hope to see you in class on Friday by the special grace of God. You are going to meet your colleague in the group, right? You are going to meet your colleague. They are going to give you all the necessary, the admin are going to give you all the necessary information and give you some recorded video to watch before the next webinar. So before the next webinar, try to go through, study. We are going to drop some link in the group, replay of some classes so that you can also go through it at your own leisure time. That's in the paid group, in the paid group. So I'm going to drop introduction, what is this thing called? Portfolio creation, so that you can go through it before our next class on Friday. But it will be dropped in the paid group. So the replay of this class will be dropped in the webinar group. The replay, the data set, the slide, everything will be dropped in the group so that you can also practice it on your own. So that's that for tonight. Thank you all for showing up. I really appreciate all of you tonight for coming and listening to this small boy. Thank you very much. I hope to see you in class on Friday by the special grace of God. How many people should I be expecting in the class? If you know you've made payments, I think I have some payments here already. Yes, I have some payments here. So if you know you've made payment, I'm going to see you in class. Just say I'm ready. Let's go. Payment done. Okay. All right. So we have some people that have made payments. So that means you are going to be added to be. Okay, I should be expecting you. All right. No problem. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you very much and enjoy. We should add 1 hour. No, it's 24 hours. They said we should add 24 hours. So I'm giving 24 hours from now till the next 24 hours. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope to see you in class on Friday by the special grace of God. I should expect you, inshallah. No problem. Inshallah, I'm going to see you in class. Thank you. Amen. As a matter of fact, they just paid me for a project today. It's the work of God and also my own work too. But most of the time, you pray to God, right? You have to put in the work. Also, if you pray to God, you put in the work. So they just paid me for another project today. I'm working on it tonight. So if you want to be part of that game, let's meet in class on Friday. Thank you very much. And I'm going to see you in class on Friday by the special grace of God. Good night and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.